today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. To kick off for Baltimore.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now, these two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But well, that game was all Tennessee. They led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Tannehill. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Running from the gun with Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
At their own 9-yard line.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
Carry for Baltimore.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 59 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this, we can protect this, and make sure we keep the ball.
2-yard line.
On second down, here's Henry. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the end zone, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And that's the type of play that will give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
He's going to loft one. Deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guys going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
That's a 39-yard line.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Tannehill on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20.
You'll get nothing.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. We'll be looking for that second touchdown now. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And right side, they're going to go option here. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Down the numbers. There he goes.
Tannehill on the keeper.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
They'll look to run with Evans. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Darrington Evans taking it in. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
11 more on that one and another first down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of
good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Third down and 11.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
Ravens 7.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 25-yard line.
A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix it.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Tannehill on first down. They set up the screen for Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To throw again on second down. Tannehill. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for A.J. Brown.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Tannehill. Man open left side as well. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now whistles in a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. So we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've got the lead here, trying to make amends for that loss last week against the Denver Broncos. They start this drive now 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36.
26 yards. First down, Ravens.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Now Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
Jackson going to run. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They go play action with Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Malcolm Butler dialed the corner blitz and earned the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Fresh off the pick six, it's Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
He'll take over 1st and
so their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Again, it's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a Titans first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Titans 14.
2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and that'll get the deficit back to 16.
Ravens 33, Titans 17.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And new running right through him. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Tannehill now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To the air again, Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Ravens have got it.
Campbell.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 92 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football. Be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Jackson on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Complete to Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
For a Tennessee Titan.
That'll be complete to Cook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again on second down. Tannehill, and complete, right side to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And Cook has it, left side. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
He's out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A.J. Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And the touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's, you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Second and 11 now. Now a carry for Dobbins. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, 42 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't. because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. 31. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put